adherence to international humanitarian law, including the unfettered passage for all those fleeing conflicts. We are concerned by the reports of the disparate treatment of African nationals on the border who are encountering impediments as they desperately seek safety. We call on all states to uphold and adhere to its international obligations. Mr. President, we are 1 minute to midnight. We must pull back from the brink. We urge all parties to continue dialogue, return to diplomacy, peace, and to the bedrock principles upon which this august body was founded. I thank you.
I thank the distinguished representative of Grenada. Now I give the floor to the distinguished representative of Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Mr. President, Excellencies, dear colleagues, Bosnia and Herzegovina allied itself with European Union statement. I will make following remarks in my national capacity. As we speak, the world is facing one of its most acute security crises since World War II. At this very moment, the attack on Ukraine is taking new civilian victims. The fighting is ongoing. The UN Charter is being ignored or violated, and 500,000 civilians have already been internally displaced or forced to flee across international border into neighboring European countries. The Ukrainian government estimates as many as 5 million refugees will be displaced in the worst-case scenario. The innocent people always pay the highest price. The most vulnerable suffer the most. As deaths are rising, we are seeing images of fear and terror in every corner of Europe. What can be the message of the ambassador of Bosnia and Herzegovina, the country that suffered aggression, the brutal occupation for almost 4 years, facing the arms trade embargo, where genocide was committed 3 decades ago, and almost half of the population was brutally killed, displaced, or expelled? Developing situation in Ukraine, unfortunately, resonates awfully close to home. That is why we should not wait anymore. As a result of the conflict, millions of Ukrainians are in need of humanitarian assistance. We call on both sides to respect international humanitarian law and guarantee unhindered and sustained access for humanitarian actors, including UNHCR and other UN agencies, as well as national and international NGOs who all help people in need. The people of Bosnia and Herzegovina recognize the brave women and men of Ukraine fighting for their sovereignty and freedom. Bosnia and Herzegovina remains committed to the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Ukraine, as we do for every member states of the United Nations. That is the foundation of our UN Charter that we did not expect to be challenged in this brutal way.